Hi everyone, my name is Dr. Whitney Gaskins, also known as Princess of STEM, and I'm here today to do your monthly challenge. Today, we are going to make rockets, paper rockets. Before we start, we want to make sure that we still put on our PPE. So I'm going to start by putting on my lab coat. And if you're wondering, what's PPE? It's personal protective equipment. And so I am putting on my personal protective gear of my lab coat and my trusty dusty goggles. So to make our paper rockets, we need a few supplies. First, we need paper. So you need to find a nice piece of white paper. You will need markers, you'll need pens, and you want to have a variety of sizes, and I'll tell you why. You will need a straw, and it doesn't matter if it's a bendy straw or not, I just prefer these. You also will need a ruler. You can use a straight edge ruler, or even parents, they can even use your industrial ruler. You also will need your invisible tape and a pair of scissors. So to get started, you will need to take first your piece of paper and your ruler, and you'll need to measure, using the inches side, a 4x6 rectangle. Once you do your 4x6 rectangle, you will cut it out and decorate it, and you'll end up with something that looks like this. Once you do that, you will take a pen that is a little bit larger than your straw. You do not want to use a really thick marker because it will be too big. But you can use a pen, a pencil, but something that's about this size compared to your straw, and you will roll the paper so that way you can make the body of the rocket. You'll end up with something that looks like this. Once you roll the body of the rocket, you will use your ruler again to measure 1/4 inch down the body, and you will tape it closed using your invisible tape. Once you have done that, you've made the first rocket, the body and the full rocket. You take this, you stick it onto the straw, and you blow. That's it. So this is where the challenge comes in. Once you've built your rocket, you need to measure the distance that it goes. If you're in K through 3, kindergarten through 3rd grade, we're asking you to measure 3 times to see how far your rocket goes. If you're in grades 4 through 6, we're asking for you to take the average after you've done it 3 times. So you'll make a rocket, you'll shoot it out 3 different times, and then you'll take the average. If you're in high school, we don't only want the average distance that you went, we also want the velocity. We are so excited that you joined us today to make paper rockets. I'm looking forward to challenging you again next month. Was that a good time? Well, I hope you found distance, your average distance, and velocity, but now we're going to optimize, which means make better, what we just did. I want to remind everyone that engineers work to optimize design. I love that we get to redesign over and over again. So what we're going to do to optimize or make better is to add wings. To add wings, you're going to need another piece of paper, a ruler, a marker, and scissors, and you're going to cut a rectangle that's 2 by 1 inch long. Once you cut out a rectangle, you will cut that rectangle in half, and that will give you 2 right triangles. You will then attach those right triangles with some tape to the body of your rocket, and then you can repeat your experiment, finding the average distance and your velocity. Thank you for joining, and have a stimulating day.